With the featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski looking good. How's the body feeling after we last saw you in October?
Body's feeling good, so obviously not too much happened. That was a reasonably quick one, so it was all right. Obviously the head copped a bit of the damage in that one, so just had to recover, had to take my time and do things properly. I'm lucky enough to have a good team behind me, so we followed all the right protocols and back in training, back at it, back to sparring, doing everything and feeling really good.
Obviously, we know you're a long-standing featherweight champion, but you had that goal of becoming a double champion, as a lot of fighters do now. Does that come down to motivation? It's like, I just need more things to motivate me now when I've sort of taken out most of the division up until this point.
I mean, yeah, like we always want to challenge ourselves. I think that's something that I'm always trying to do. I want to be active, so you know, having two divisions to do that obviously is good. Just everything. You know, you want to tick there's a few goals. You know, obviously defending champ, it's great. There's a few more defenses I still want. I do definitely still want that lightweight title. But again, the timing needs to fit. Right now, I've got to obviously defend the belt, focus on that, and then hopefully not too far away, I get another shot at that lightweight title.
You've been very honest about at that moment when you decided to take the fight late notice that you just had this itch, you needed to fight, you need to get back in there. In hindsight, and I know that's hindsight's a great thing, would you have made a different decision, or are you're still happy with the decision you made?
Look, I'm proud of who I am and the guy that would always back himself and take on them decisions. I'm more disappointed of the timing and where I was in that time. You know, I wasn't as disciplined as I usually am. And you've seen that. That's why I was a lot heavier than I usually am. So I had to do the big weight cut, and I would usually be in a much better position taking on a fight on 11 days' notice. You know, I've always prided myself on being you know, a full-time fighter. I'm always in the gym, and that just wasn't me them few months, and that's what I'm more disappointed with. But I'm still proud, and I still stand by my decision.
And that's why everybody loves you, Alex, because you will take those chances. Even as the champion, you're willing to step in. Late noticed, upper division once again, but obviously now ahead of you is ILIA TOPURIA. He wants what you've got. The target's on your back once again. Thoughts on him as an opponent? Yeah,
young, hungry. I think it's a perfect fight for now. Or my time, my story, obviously coming off the last one. Where a lot of people are going to be like, how's he going to bounce back? You know, now I've got this young, hungry, undefeated fighter, powerful dude, you know what I mean? So I think it's a perfect fight for my story. So I think it's going to be a good learning experience for him. He's young, where he can bounce back from, but you know, I believe I'm going to be too much for him. And again, I think he's just a part of my story right now.
And what do you make of
I might be a part of his story later on. It was a big learning curve for him, and he bounced back. Maybe that can be a part of his story later on, but for now, he's just a part of my story.
And he said some things that suggest that he's not respecting you as a champion. I'm not putting words in his mouth, but he said things like that he thinks it'll be one of his easier fights. You're used to obviously people doubting you in the past, and you go on to prove them wrong. What do you make of that comment?
Oh man, like the thing is, you know, I've used the word delusional a few times, where sometimes, you know, being delusional can be good for you if you're preparing properly, but if he's preparing for the easiest fight, you know, it's you know, I don't think I need to say any more than that. We obviously know that's going to not be good for him at all. But if he's saying these things for promotion reasons, or you know, maybe it's for his mindset, because he needs to go in there believing that, or thinking it's to intimidate me or whatever it is. Maybe there's a deeper meaning to it. But yeah, obviously I don't think it's just myself. I think a lot of people just look at that and be like, well, maybe he's delusional. But again, sometimes being delusional can work in your favour if you are calculated and still preparing properly. But we'll see.
And with him, this is his first title shot. You know, it's all new. He's hungry. He's going after your belt. And I talked at the beginning about motivations and hence why maybe wanting a second belt. How do you continue to stay motivated within the featherweight division when, you know, there are a few more names, obviously, but you have cleared out the majority? Yeah,
well, that's why I said this is perfect timing for undefeated prospect, a lot of hype around him. People think he could be the guy, so it's building hype for this fight. So that's exciting for me. So you know, if we can keep getting matches like this in featherweight division, I'm laughing. But yeah, again, you're right. That's why the two divisions for me is perfect because I don't believe one division keep me busy enough, especially while I'm in my prime. I need to capitalise on that, and I've said it time and time again. So I don't like sitting on the sidelines purely because we don't know how long this prime's going to last. So let's take advantage of it. Let's get as many paychecks as we can, as many defences, as many challenges as we can. Yeah, you name it. So yeah. We'll see, because I definitely want that lightweight title. I would love that rematch with Islam, but obviously I'm going to be real, with how it is, the way it went, I can't expect that anytime soon. So I'll go do my thing here in the featherweight division, especially in February. Remind some people that need reminding, and be back in a position where everyone wants to see me competing in both divisions.
And talking about that, and obviously you're not looking ahead, but the lightweight division, we don't even know if it will be Islam that necessarily will have the belt come that time. Is it important to you that it is Islam you can get revenge on, or it's just getting the belt no matter what, or both?
I mean, I would love to obviously have another chance at Islam, but if it is Islam holding that belt, like again, I like to be real. I'm honest with myself where, if he was, am I going to be the likely opponent that they're going to make me go? Obviously with how the last one turned out, it might be hard, but if someone else was there, that's a different story. Obviously, then it does make sense to have me going in there and fighting somebody else, and then while I'm champion, then he can try and take it back off me, and that's how we can do the third match, because I obviously want that. Would love a full camp and to challenge myself again. He's a great fighter. I think he deserves that pound for pound #1 spot that he's got, but I still believe I am that guy. But I want a chance to show everyone that.
So again, what happens between now and February? It's obviously in California. You'll be heading back to the States for that fight. Has camp started? Where are you at in terms of your fitness and your preparation at this stage? Yeah,
camp started. So camp started nice and early. I've been starting most of my camps for the last couple of years, a little bit earlier. So even for the first Islam. And before that, I was going a little bit longer, just in case I had a couple of, especially because the same time as this year. So I had Christmas, where I wanted to have family time and that as well. I fit in a holiday. I was still obviously training on the holiday, but it was a more relaxed time. And then I did like a good stint in camp before, and then after that little break. So I'm planning on doing that again. So I've already started. I've already been going for a couple of weeks, a few weeks. Already doing some of the fight simulators, the hard workouts. Already in good nick already, which is always good, especially when considering most people don't even start camp even now. Like it's usually 8 weeks, and it's still 9 weeks out, and I'm already fit, strong, and ready to go. So plenty of time, in a good position right now. Just got to keep it rolling.
Good to see you on great form. Cannot wait to see you back in the octagon again. Enjoy Vegas, and we'll see you soon.
Will do. Thank you.